Good people, welcome back to Freedom with Frida. In case you're new here, hi, my name is FRIDAH NGUKU and this is the best place for you, so subscribe and join the family now. Have you been struggling with your editing app and you're somehow giving up and you're just feeling like, I really need to find another editing app for your YouTube videos? Guess what? I'm here to give you some good news. I'm here to give you an app that is awesome, easy to use, okay, and I'm going to show you step-by-step ways of editing your video. The basic, for a starter, for a beginner, for someone who just wants to transition from whatever app they've been using to something else. This video today is gonna be of great help to you. So the name of this app is Vegas Pro 15. I know most of you are using Filmora and all that. I've tried, guys. I've tried all those. It didn't work for me until I met someone by the name Mike, who was really good, and he came through for me, and now I can edit, and I'm learning every single day, if not a week. I'm learning something new to incorporate onto my editing skills. I'm not there yet, but I know the basics. I know the tricks. Sometimes it's just laziness just makes me not add some of those things, but yeah, so I'm taking you through the basic editing skills for a beginner or for someone who is getting from another app to Vegas Pro 15. Okay, so come with me, guys, and join me. I'll be on the background. Of course, you'll be hearing my voice, but I'll be taking you through step by step on how to edit your video for your YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, this is the time to do that. Okay, guys, so what we have here, what you're seeing is my Vegas Pro. When you click open on Vegas Pro 15, this is what you get. So I just want to explain a few things before you get into the video part, so at least you understand what I'm doing. So this part here, this is the video preview window. This is where you'll be able to see everything that you are editing. You're going to see it around here. You'll see that in a few minutes. Everything, the words you're putting, this is the preview window. So when you put a word, you're able to tell, is it on the right part? What are the things you're doing? Literally, this is what the window does. So we're not going to get into details of all this up here. We'll get into that later. I'll just give you the basics. Then let's get down here. We have project media. I will help you know what project media is. Then we have video effects. Video effects, when I click on it, is literally the things you put onto your video to make it better. Case example, if you put your video, your clip there, and you're realizing that it's not so clear, it's dark, you can click on brightness and contrast, and then you can put it darker, you can put more contrast on it, you can, you just balance it to make it appear more attractive and not so vague. The other thing is this color balance. Again, if you want more of red midtones, if you want more of blue, if you want it to be more green, all those things, you just drag that onto your video. We'll be able to see how you do that. If you want to sharpen, you see those two things you find on your phone when you're editing your photo. Basically, this is what the video effect does, just making your video look better, more attractive, and smooth, I would say. Okay, then we move on to, I'm going to skip this through Explorer and Transitions because you don't need to learn about those ones right now at the beginning. Let's move on to the media generators. I'm just giving you the basic of what you need to know when you're starting to edit with Vegas Pro. Now, on the media generators, what you have is a lot of words that you can put. Like you see when you're editing your video and you want to put your name there, you want to put like a subscribe word going around every now and then. This is where you get all that. Like you have titles and text, for example, then it gives you different way of those titles to appear onto your video. For example, if you want your name to come on action flip, the way you're seeing this thing up, like flipping, that's how it's going to appear. So the only thing you need to do is change your wordings, and then that's how it's going to appear. If you want it to just drop, if you want it to just pop up or scam as speedy and all that, I'm sure you've seen that into very many people's videos and even mine. Then there's a sample text. Here is just a text that appears at that particular moment. It doesn't move, it doesn't come flipping or bouncing and all that. So let's get on to the video itself. Now, this project media is what you will get a clue of what videos you're editing. So after you have shot your videos, guys, then you transfer from your phone or from your camera, depending on what you record with, and then you save them onto your computer. Then you have to take them from your computer up to this place right here. So what you do is you go to your file, assuming you've already put your videos onto your desktop, and then import media. When you click on media, it takes you to your PC. Now on your PC, depending on where you stored your recording or your clip, that's where you're going to import it from and bring it here. Now for me, I store my stuff on my desktop just to ensure that I don't have to go to places, so I have to go to where. Forgive my laptop, is really very slow. So here, this is my desktop. This is what I have on my desktop. Let's just take a clip that we want to use as a demo. Let me pick the monetization clip, which is this one. So what you do is you click on it, and then it's going to highlight itself in blue, and then bring a name here just to confirm to you that that is actually the clip. That name right there is just to confirm that that's the clip you picked, and then you click open. And when you open, it brings that clip to your Vegas Pro. That is literally just preparing you now to edit that. So if you have a computer that is fast enough, trust me, this is going to be very fast. But mine has been misbehaving recently. So what project media does is it stores everything that you're putting onto your clip. So everything that you're putting here, you'll be seeing it all here, and we're going to see that in a few minutes. So let's get down here where you're seeing all these numbers. Now this part here is where you're going to edit from. These ones are called like tracks. Like when I drop there, you'll be able to see what a track is, but this is where you'll be able to edit from, and you're going to see that in a few minutes. So this is the clip you're going to edit, and assuming you want to put like sound, background music playing, you know, behind your video and all that, you want to put like a intro and all that. Again, those are things you've saved onto your computer. So what you do is you get them, and also you bring them there. You bring them here, just the same way we brought this. Get to file manager and you import. So let me do that, and then I will be back. So if you're keen enough, you've noticed now I've added a few things up here. We have my intro, and then we have my soundtrack. If you listen to my videos, there's that soundtrack you hear on the background. Now let's get on to the editing. The first thing you need to do is take your main clip, which is this clip, now what you've recorded, then hold on to it and then drag it down here. Drag it and place it down there, and then it's just going to copy itself, and of course you click yes because you want it to be able to match with your project, and this is how it's going to appear. Now you have noticed the moment it came here, then you are able to see something here. This is what I was calling the preview window. Now when we click here and click play, which is here, you can use your I don't know, that button of spacing. It's playing, so you can hear it playing. Now if you've noticed, the volume was not so high. So what you do, the first thing I do, just so I don't forget, is to ensure that I put my volume high. But before I do that, let me explain what this is and what this is. Now this part here, this is the first track. This is the video track. And then down here, this is the audio track. Now, when I mute the audio track, you'll be able to see the video track. And when I mute the video track, you'll be able to just hear the audio track. So that's how your clip comes in. It comes in twos, video and audio. So what we do is, what we want to increase is the volume onto my audio. And there is this part right here. This is the volume slider. You click and hold on to it, and then you move up. It means you've taken your volume higher. And if you click on the play, is FRIDAH NGUKU, and this is the best place for you, so subscribe and join the family. So you have noted that the volume has gone higher. Now if you realize that you are talking slowly and your volume is not enough yet, you click on through audio, just click on it, and then you highlight V. Now if you've noticed this, the V that when I clicked V on my desktop or my laptop, there's this part here which brought a blue line right here. It's the volume line, which is what you do is, if you want to take it up, you just press on it or hold on it and put it up, push it up. That means you're taking the volume high. As you can see, it's moving up and down. If you pull it down, then the volume goes down. So since now we just want to test it with the volume high, let's just put it on to the maximum up there. So if I play, the volume will be high. there's so many questions I get from guys. So how long did it take for you to get monetized? So I got so many questions from guys like, oh, how come you don't use a camera and your voice is so good? So make sure you balance those two. Increase your volume so that you are able to be audible. Okay, now let's get on to the video part of it. Now, assuming you want to insert your intro, you see, like sometimes people start with a talk and then at a point they insert an audio, and not an audio, an intro. And you know that kind of intro of subscribe, like the one I have here. Let's just insert mine. So what you do, you click onto where you want it to be, and then you right click onto your computer and click split. Now splitting means you split these two. It's like you've cut. So you see now I can move one aside and create space for my intro right here. So then I go to my project media here, which is what I have, and then pick my intro and drop it down here. So I bring it down and I just drop it there. And as you can see, if I play this, if I take it back and play, then all those things. So yeah, that's what monetization means when it comes to YouTube. And there's so many questions. So you see the clip was playing and then it stopped and then I got my intro. Now if you were keen enough, you realize that my voice, the sound system on this intro is really bad. So I normally remove it because I realized my phone recorded so badly. So what you do is, if you realize this portion here is too small for you to be able to pick it, so what you do is you come onto your right end right here. There's a plus and a minus, a zoom out and a zoom in kind of button. So what you do is you zoom in. Zooming in is that you're making your track a little longer, you're spreading it more so that it gives you a space to be able to edit whatever you want to edit. For example, if I want to remove, the good thing with this is you can remove your track, you can remove your audio, and you're left with the video. And how do you do that? So this is the clip, this is my intro clip right here. If I play, you see it's my intro clip. So since I realized that the audio is really bad, I click on it, and as you can see, when I clicked on it, it's highlighted in yellow, the yellow box going around this way. So then you press U. Literally what U does here is that it separates your audio from your video. So what you do when I press U and then press down here, it means I have separated the two. Now you see it has already highlighted the audio alone, and then I click delete, and I've taken off my audio part of that because I didn't want it to be there. So if I play, I'll just be seeing the video and there's no audio. I hope that is making sense. So that's how you're able to, if you just want for people to just see pictures and you don't want them to hear you talk, that's how you delete the audio part of it. Again, you come back and zoom out, and when you zoom out, it's just like bringing the clips closer again so that you're able to see everything at a go. So that one we are good with. Now, the other thing I want to teach you guys is, assuming there's a part of your video that you didn't like and you want to cut it, what you do is, assuming it's this part, how long did it take you to get monetized? And if I wanted to cut it there, what I do again is I come and do split. Like I said, you click on your right and then split. Then after splitting, I move this, I drag this a little bit, and I create space. So you can decide to either, assuming this is the part you want to click, you can decide to highlight it and then click delete, means it's gone, or you come back here on the edge of this clip and then you hold on to it and you drag. So as you drag, that is like you're trimming. It's actually a trimmer. So you're trimming up to whatever point you want the clip to start. And again, in case you trim a place that is not where you wanted it to start, you can always get back and spread it back to where you want it to be. I hope that makes sense. Now, after you have done your trimming and you've gotten your part already okay, what you do is you hold on to this and drag it back and join the clips. So the moment you join them, it means now they will flow as one clip. Because if you don't join them and I am watching your clip and then I get this part, it means it's going to be a clear, it's going to be a dark spot right here, like there's nothing showing. So make sure before you can finalize your meaning. Anyway, let's talk about monetization. Before you finalize and save your clip, make sure you have joined them well, and then make sure you listen to all those parts so you are sure that you joined them right. Does that make sense? Great. Now, the other thing we need to learn is how to put your words up there, assuming you want to put like your name, your channel name, something just running up there. And like I said, we go to media generators. Now, media generators, you get, let's say we want to put like my name on top of the clip. So you click on titles and text, and then assuming I want it to appear like in an action flip. So what I do is you get to this, you highlight it, or you just click on it, then you drag it down, and you don't put it on top of any of this, the video or the audio. You just place it like you're placing it on top of that clip. So just drop it there, and it's going to load, and then now you will be able to use that. Let it load. So it brings you this window which has the action. So what you do is you highlight on these words, and then you change and write your words. Let's say Nguku, which is my name. You just type the word, and as you can see, as I was typing, it's also showing here that it's changing. That's a good thing about this window. So then what you do is you could be wanting to change the color of your text to maybe other colors. Could be black, could be yellow, could be white. So you can change to whatever color you want here. So when you click on red here, because that's what you want to change, you can always drag this. It keeps changing the colors to different colors. Assuming you want to put it in black, you want to put it in blue, let's just click on blue because it's going to be visible. So your text is going to appear as blue here. And let's play. I don't know what's happening with this laptop. Run on my channel. Your text is now blue. It was red, and then it's going to bring like that kind of flip because you picked a flip action. I hope that makes sense. Now let's move on to the other thing that I think you should learn right now, which is assuming you want to put a background onto your music. Okay, you want to put a background onto your music so that it can play as you talk. So this is my soundtrack. This is normally what I use. So you pick it, and again you drag. Now you're not going to drag on top of the video, but down here, and just drop it. And then if you play, you realize that all the music will be playing, both me talking, open this video before you watched it, and the soundtrack. If you've watched it to the end, which means there is that competition of different sounds. So what you do is you need to reduce the volume of this. So you click on that on the soundtrack, and then you click V is for volume, and then you drag it down to reduce on the volume, so you can get it playing just on the background where whoever is talking you can hear. If you're keen enough, you've seen an ad run on my channel before you open this video, before you watched it. If you're keen, you've heard that it's playing on the background. So it's just like a background kind of music. So that's how you put your music. And of course you can balance however loud you want it to be. Now the other thing I want to mention is, if you're keen, you realize that my video is not as clear. When you record with your camera, with your phone, you bring them here, it's not as clear. And most people have been asking, hey, your videos are clear, how do you go about it? So yes, you have to of course have a good camera, but now this is where the video effects comes in. So this is how my video looks like, and I want to brighten it, and I want to have some more contrast and all that. So I come here onto the video effects, and I go up onto brightness and color, which is that. I click on it, and then what I do is, you can either decide to pick one here to be brighter, or maybe darker and more contrast, or brighter and more contrast. Let's just pick this, brighter and more contrast. So you take it and you drop it onto the video track. This is a video track, so you place it on top of it. Literally, it's like you're making your video part of it look better. Then when it drops there, it's going to give you this window here. Now what the window does is just in case you want to balance some more. Let's play our clip and see how it looks like. Watched it to the end, the ad, thank you. If you've skipped, kindly don't skip next time. Let me just mute. I know the importance of not. So I've muted my audio so we can concentrate on video, because that's what we are editing. So if I pull this, you will notice some changes on my preview, meaning I'm making it more brighter. If I go here, it's going darker, which is not what I want. So I just want to make it a little bit more brighter. And again, if I want to put more contrast, I push this a little bit, and as you can see, it's becoming more there's more contrast. Again, after that, you close it and go and pick something else. Like, let's just pick sharpen is just the things you see on your phone, guys. Again, you drop it onto your video, and of course it's going to bring you that window again, and that's what you're going to use again to balance. If you see, just be keen on to here, be looking here. As I adjust, you realize that there's this part. As I pull it up, let me take my clip back. If I pull it backwards, you're going to notice that, you know, the more I pull this, adjust it, the sharper it becomes there. So you don't want to do that. Of course, it's going to look weird. So you just adjust it a little bit so that it just looks sharpened. Again, if you go down so much, it doesn't look so good. So you need to sharpen it a little bit and bring it somewhere around there. If you want to have other colors, you want to make it black and white, let's try black and white, so guys, you're able to understand what I mean by that. If you take black and white, sometimes you just want a clip to be in black and white and drop it there, everything changes to black and white. And again, also black and white gives you options to adjust the darkness and the light, which is this. Now let me remove that because we don't want to work with black and white. So you just click it off here. If you want to remove the sharpening, you want to remove the black and white. If you want to add it, you click on it. Again, it's going to be black and white. If you want to remove it, you just click here. It's you unticking and just comes back to that. So that's how you brighten or darken or smoothen or whatever it is. The video effects will give you all those. There's a lot to do, so guys, I can't explain that right now. But let's get on to the end of this video. And what we are doing, I get into the saving. I remembered that when you dropped everything, this video was looking very clear here, but since we had splitted and this one is not connected, it means I need to make sure that everything, the editings I did here, are here too. You see, the video is not as clear on this clip because it was splitted. So what I'm going to do is, let me mute this sound. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that whatever I have put here, the sharpening and brightening, is what I want to put here too, so that it's uniform. So what you do is you clip on this side, click on it, then you right click, then you copy, literally, and then you come here and click on this other side and you right click and then you copy paste event attribute. So remember, you had copied, so what you're pasting is not the clip. Don't just say paste. If you say paste, it means you're pasting everything. So what you do is paste event attributes. Okay, so that means everything has now come on this side. That means the brightness, however you balance there, is also balanced on this other side. I hope that makes sense. Now after you have done that, everything is working, you've made sure that your sound is good, your volume is high enough. Make sure this part right here, the best auto, is in best auto. Sometimes it could be on draft, because if it's on draft and you click on it and that's how you're going to save, this is how your video is going to be, guys. So make sure that it's on best, then auto. Then after that, you come down here. We want to save our clip so we're able to upload it on YouTube. What you do is you click on here and then you highlight this all portion. Let me move this. This thing has a lot to explain, but just know the basic. That's all we are working towards right now. So what you do is you highlight on this the whole of your clip from the end to the start, or from start to end, whichever. Then after you highlight it, you come again to your file here and then you click render. Now rendering takes time depending on how good your computer is. Mine is terrible. Core i3, it's really been disappointing me. So you render as, now on your rendering settings, which is another video I'll do next, guys, is you need to render it onto your best of your settings. So it's going to open a window there. this one. Now when it opens, for me, I've already set my settings the best I know how, the best I want my video to be rendered, to 1020, to 25p, media video v11, all that. I'll do a video on that, but literally you want to render it to the best of settings. For me, I've already done the settings and saved them so that I am able to just click here and click on YouTube, means it's the settings for YouTube, and then I change here and save it however I want to save it. For example, I call it C or cat. Let's call it what? PT. Okay, PT, or whatever name you want to give your clip, and then you click render. Now when you render, what it's doing is it's going to bring this window. Now this is rendering, this is converting it into a format that can be uploaded onto your YouTube channel, and that can take a while, guys. That can take some time, but anyway, that's the whole process of editing. Just that I have a computer that is really not helping me, but if you have a good computer with higher settings, of course it's going to be very fast, and of course every day you learn new things to incorporate into your videos. But that's it, guys. After it's rendered, of course you've saved to your computer and desktop and all that, then you now going to just take your clip and upload it on to YouTube. Let me hear in the comment section below any questions you have or something that I've explained and you've not captured. I'll be able to answer on the comment section a few things. In case you need more of this illustration, I'll be able to do another video, but for now let's leave it at that. Let me cancel this because I do not need to render this clip. It was just for demo. Thank you so much, guys, for staying here. Stay positive, stay focused, and see you on the next one. Kindly subscribe if you haven't, and God bless you. Bye.